Here's the haps. I was scheduled for a hysterectomy April 10th, which is this coming Friday. That was scheduled beginning in January of this year. So January 2026, it's been scheduled. What happened is this is a new primary as of August. My previous primary was my primary care since I was 16, did a phenomenal job. The last 5 years or so, I would say, really hit the skids. I have two congenital heart defects, three. One of them, I had extra heart parts. They cut those out in 2011. I had another TD, TEE, whatever you call it. I know I just got it wrong. In 2017, had an ablation. It worked well. During that TEE, they discovered a PFO. Why didn't they discover it in my previous? I do not understand. And then in 2019, I had a TIA. In between the TEE discovering the PFO and the TIA, I had gone to a congenital heart defect specialist who told me not to fix the PFO, and I was being a baby even asking about it. None of these things were at the top of my chart. Interesting, right? So my OBGYN, who is amazing, is also leaving the practice. So this window to have this surgery is very small because she doesn't want to do surgeries past like mid-April so she can do appropriate follow-up. She had seen that my clearance through the PCP was moving along, but had seen the PFO, just checked out with my PCP to say, hey, how's the PFO patient? Like in one of her other messages back and forth. And that's when my PCP said PFO patient. The PCP went and looked and was like, she was very apologetic. We've had really good conversations. And I do think that in the end, this is going to be a blessing that it was caught and checked. I then went to have a stat echo, got a call pretty immediately that echo was different than my last echo, a bit concerned. And my ejection fraction was 45, so below normal, not great. And I have cardiac hypokinesia. This is not at all surprising. When I am not on a GLP-1, I am symptomatic for cardiac hypokinesia. I might be saying it wrong. I have tried to tell providers this, like in the past. And I've lost 2.5 shoe sizes on a GLP-1. No one listens to me. Because I had the TIA in 2019 at the end, right before COVID started, that was never managed or treated properly. I've literally been raw dogging this entire experience by myself until this new PC. So cardiac did get me in tomorrow for a surgical clearance. I think that the OBGYN is hopeful that I will get that clearance. One of the reasons that I am hopeful that I will get clearance from cardiac is because cardiac hypokinesia is exacerbated by anemia, and I have my period basically all the time, like very few days off. So it makes me feel really bad. So I do think that having this hysterectomy is ideal given all the circumstances. And I'm only explaining this to you because you're so wicked smart and like a healthcare girly, and I knew that you'd get it. So I do recognize that some of this is serious. I also recognize that if it wasn't for myself, I would be treating myself with the GLP-1. I would be up a creek without a paddle. So when people come at me and talk about the long-term side effects, you're so gross, you should have just eaten less and moved more, I get upset now because I know that I saved my own life. I know that advocating for myself quite literally changed the outcome of my life, the quality of my life, and all of those things. And I love you. Thank you for